We go to the ace match. This is our 5th and deciding set, and it means certainly much more in this match for both these players. Win, and you get to play next week. Lose, and you are out, so to say. So perhaps a little more focus, maybe not as much friendly banter going on in this particular match.
But we do see Hero saying GGO to his opponent SOS there, so nice to see that kind of friendly banter from him. SOS looks like he's smiling right now. He's enjoying. Even Hero looks like he's a little bit happier than last match. Still not 100% there, but
I don't know if I've ever seen Hero smile in the booth. I mean, perhaps in some of the little video clippets, the features that we see of him, you know, we see him smile every now and then. But yeah, when he's in the booth, he's certainly one of those guys like J-Dong that is just focused, got the mind on the match, and that's it.
Yeah, they're actually former teammates, by the way, Hero and J-Dong. So they are pretty familiar with each other, and they do get to practice with each other in the EGTL house. So that's, I guess, a kind of a reunion there between those two players.
Gateway opening here for SOS, who is the orange Protoss starting in the upper right corner. Hero has spawned in the bottom left. He is the blue Protoss.
Both players, so far, everything is identical, neither even opting to go for earlier double gas. So I think we're going to be seeing somewhat of a similar opening to last game, where the players went for that early expansion, and after that, the play really started to deviate.
Saw a lot of hallucinated units in the last game, whether it be Phoenixes or Oracles, something to get some early scouting, perhaps provide a bit of a scare to your opponent as well. You could force him to overcompensate something.
Yeah, we even saw some early hallucinated Stalkers get built as well.
And Colossi as well.
Yeah, and the Colossus.
That was certainly different. Like, whoa, where did that get? Ah. Second assimilator up for SOS, and he is mining 6 probes total on the gas.
Yeah, and of course the map, it's Daybreak, and people used to do a lot of proxy gates on this map. It was very popular for that because the natural and the main base had a lot of open areas where you could easily hide buildings, but you know, nowadays those areas have pretty much been figured out, and also the addition of Heart of the Swarm units like the Mothership, that kind of play style has really just fallen out of favor.
Hero is the first to scout as he steals a chunk of mineral from SOS's base, and will easily get out of there with the information that he needs. Mothership core now out for Hero.
Hero opting for the double gate play as well as his opponent SOS, so it's looks like we're gonna be seeing a lot more aggression early on this time around from both players here. I know that Hero, he does like to do the 3-gate pressure every now and then, so seeing SOS do it as well means, you know, we're gonna be in for a lot of aggressive play early on in this game.
Taking over the watchtower, get some vision of any kind of early harass. Here is a Stargate play started for SOS. His Mothership core coming out a little bit later than Hero's.
Yeah, Hero actually going for the 5 Stalker build. He's also going to have that Mothership with his units, and Hero's got to be careful. He does not want to lose either of those units there, but I think he's guaranteed going to lose that Stalker.
1 Stalker down. He's got 2 more there with his Mothership core being chased away.
It looks like Hero's game plan to put on some early pressure. I think he may still try that once this Warp Gate finishes, but the problem is SOS, he's already making an Oracle, and he's pretty much prepared for this, but oh, nice hits there. Will he be able to snipe off that Stalker?
Looks like he's going to get away as the Mothership core is there to take some hits. And a surround here on a couple of Stalkers that Hero is going to lose. Oh, but he gets the core.
Gets the core, but loses 2 Stalkers of his own, so unfortunately, Hero not being incredibly cost efficient with his units. And the forward pylon is now taken out by SOS. Hero was
heading over to see if he could salvage it, realized that he cannot, and now he's forced to back off. Oracle on the way to Hero's base over at the 6 o'clock position.
Hero completely ready for this, though. He already has 2 Stalkers just waiting there, and that Oracle, it's going to pop in, see that there's Stalkers there, and just, run out. And, SOS, he does have those 3 gates, so he's able to still be pretty aggressive against Hero here, but Hero, he's gone ahead, he has that Robo, he's making an Observer now. Strangely, not seeing as much Phoenixes in this matchup as I thought we would be seeing at this point.
Robotics not in the view of SOS. Was not able to spot it. He certainly does this time with the Oracle, and getting some pressure on that Nexus, and here come the Stalkers down to make sure that he can salvage it. Is he going to be able to? No, it is canceled in time.
Oh, so SOS, his pressure here has already been pretty successful. He can definitely get an expansion behind this if he wants. I think that's what he plans on doing here. He could stay on one base and continue the harass, but the safer option would be to go for that expansion.
Very close in terms of supply right now, 55, 56. No one really too far ahead in any which way.
I did notice that SOS, he's researching Blink right now, so I think he does want to keep this pressure on, and I guess he doesn't plan on taking an expansion just yet.
And he's got the Oracle to provide some vision to be able to blink up if needs be.
And Twilight Council being built for Hero as well, so he wants to eventually go for the Blink as well, I believe. And we do have that Robo, but he's not building any Immortals. He does have one, though, which will definitely help against this Blink Stalker unit composition.
And looks like SOS has some more Stalkers, but as you mentioned, there is the one Immortal there as well. Blink being almost complete for SOS.
Yeah, Blink, of course, the research time has been increased in Heart of the Swarm. That actually, I think, for the better, has helped out PvP, making it less Blink Stalker-centric. In addition, Terrans sometimes had issues dealing with very strong Blink Stalker timings combined with the Mothership Core. So now, with the longer research time, that's been changed.
There's the Blink Time Warp there by Hero. Is this going to be enough? As, well, he certainly has many more Stalkers, but can he get any more forward to take anything out? He's going to back off for the time being.
I think that was more just like to mess with his opponent. He doesn't want to completely end the game just yet. Messing with Hero's head a little bit here, but SOS, he needs to, attack and finish off his opponent before the Dark Shrine finishes.
Yeah, I thought he could have moved in and at least taken a few more buildings out. I don't know why he bounced out, but certainly now he's putting on a little more pressure. Taking a lot of hits from the Photon Overcharge there.
That Dark Shrine needs to be completed about 10 seconds ago. It's going to be useful here, but with the Immortal out, forward Blink, they're going to be able to take out that Immortal.
Immortal goes down. And he's taken a lot of hits from that Nexus Cannon, Photon Overcharge, whatever you want to call it.
Hero still refusing to leave the game, similar to his game against Sulky here, but the Dark Shrine has completed now, and these DTs are going to allow Hero to defend against SOS's pressure.
Now, meanwhile, SOS is expanding as well to his natural, blinking out of the way of the Dark Templar.
A lot of economic damage being done here, though, so even though SOS will eventually have to leave here, the damage has certainly been done.
And his supply completely ahead now, 65 to 35 at this point for SOS, who continues to harass, taking out Stalkers as well as Probes, and able to blink away from the Dark Templar. A little sloppy there. He's taking some hits from that Templar right now. Finally blinks away. And there it is. GG as SOS is. There's the $1 million smile as he takes this ace match. And yeah, once again, no smile there for Hero as he's actually a rare 0 for 2 in one day. Not too often that you see a player do that.
SOS is so happy. I think that he has too much smile for the both of them. Hero simply can't smile because he's being outshined by SOS here.
SOS has got, oh, bumped it.
He's actually done that before.
Well, no taunting going on after this one, but certainly very pleased with his performance today. And why not, as he gets to walk out with 2 victories, both with different builds. It's not like he used the same build both times. He was able to show a different side of his game, being able to win in 2 different ways. And yeah, he's going to have to watch his head there on that booth. Not the tallest of ceilings for him. But the victory today goes to the CJ Stars. Remember, they started off 0-2, but were able to win 3 straight games, 2 of them by SOS, in order to come back and move on to the semifinals.
Yeah, so great comeback by CJ Stars. And unfortunately, things didn't work out for, well, I guess the Woongjin Stars players won, but the Woongjin Stars coach lost.
Little bit of irony there indeed. Taking a look at their team. Here is the CJ Stars, so to say, who went on to victory.
It's kind of funny. I can just imagine the Woongjin coach just like kind of staring at his own players, being like, "You guys weren't supposed to win this."
Well, at the same time, he's got to be pleased that they did. His players are going to get a little more practice in the future, I guess you could say, more experience in these show matches, and perhaps have a slight edge maybe when the actual season starts based on the experience they're going to gain throughout this tournament.